guys, welcome back to the vlog. I'm so excited to be talking with you guys because it's felt like a minute. Caleb and I got back from our trip on Saturday. Today's Monday. And honestly, I feel so out of whack from this trip. Obviously, it was incredible. It was so neat and it just felt really special that it was just Caleb and I, and it felt like just special us time. We never get that much extended time together in one go round. Well, we haven't in a while just because he's been traveling for work. So it felt especially just really sweet and it was so fun. I just feel like I have so much to talk about, so much to catch you guys up on, so much that I need to do. It's like you get back from a trip like that and you just are like, oh my gosh, there's so much to do, and you kind of just have to hit the ground running. So that's what I'm trying to do today. Yesterday was a ton of laundry, kind of a recoup day. Caleb and I were both off on our sleep yesterday. We both woke up at like 4:30 in the morning and couldn't go back to sleep. So it was just like, okay, like let's see how we feel throughout the day. I think we both felt pretty good. Caleb left for work yesterday evening, so he really hit the ground running, just went straight back to Virginia. And then today I was like, okay, this is my get things done day. And so far we've gotten a good amount of stuff done, but it's just slowly like chipping away. I just got back from the grocery store. It feels good to finally have food again, but I need to put everything away. I never really pick out fun items. I am much more of a ingredient household than I ever thought I was gonna be whenever I was a kid. I grew up in an ingredient household home and I just operate that way. It's also just easier for me to get what I know we need and not like buy a bunch of random things. But we ate so well on our trip, and there are so many things that I could say that have inspired me on this trip, but one of them was the food, especially in France. Everything was just so fresh and they didn't cut any corners with the dining experiences. We stayed at the coolest chateau or abbey, and their breakfast was incredible. Like 3 huge buffet lines of fresh pastries, meats, cheeses, breakfast items, juices. There was always fresh juice at every single hotel we stayed at, and so that is what really inspired me to get just a bunch of juice. I went to Aldi and picked up some peach juice, which just sounded really good, and then orange juice, which I drank so much of on the trip. And then I also got this immunity blend, carrots, oranges, lemon, and apple. Cleaning for the past few hours and I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna make some dinner. I'm gonna make a chicken noodle soup instead of noodles, like egg noodles, what you typically see in a chicken noodle soup. I'm gonna use orzo because I couldn't find any egg noodles when I went grocery shopping today. So we're kind of improvising a little bit, but I think it'll be good. My chicken is frozen. I thought it would be defrosted by now, but we'll just have to work with it. Caleb and I were talking on our way back from our trip. We were like, we think it's gonna be so fallish when we get back home. Like the colors and the trees are gonna be changed. Everything that I was seeing on social media was very like fall, people getting in the fall mood. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, like we're missing fall back at home. And we got home and it's definitely like the chillier days have started. Also, sorry if this is gross, I'm cutting up chicken. For some reason, frozen chicken is a lot less gross. Got back home and the highs are in like the low 70s, and then it does get pretty chilly. Like it's been chilly at night, it's been chilly in the mornings, which is like very fall feeling. In a way, I don't feel the rush to decorate. I don't know, I'm just like, I feel a little bit more like easing into it than I've like missed it, which is really, I'm very thankful for. But I will say with the whole decorating for fall, I was so inspired in France with how they decorated everything there. And I came home and I'm just like, oh my gosh, there's so much I want to do to our house. And we've only been here for 4 months. maybe not even fully 4 months. So it's not like we've been here for years and I don't really like what we've done, but it just, every room feels unfinished in a way, which, you know, you have to just accept whenever you move somewhere and want to do projects and things like that, because especially for me, I really like to do things slowly. Like, I like to collect things slowly. I like to find pieces that I really love. A lot of times I'm looking secondhand, so it just doesn't come as instantaneously as I would like it to sometimes. I'm just putting all of the chicken into the pot, and it will just slowly defrost and kind of cook while it's in the pot, and then because I'm making a soup, it will get tender and continue to cook kind of at the end whenever I put the chicken back into the soup. So I'm not super worried right now that the chicken's frozen, but it's definitely not ideal. I'm just very excited, I guess, to continue to make our house feel like a home and for it to truly be exactly how I want it and the way we want it to feel. Whenever I travel, it's so cool to just see how you kind of are inspired in ways that you take what you've learned or what you've seen or what you've been inspired by and implement it into your own life. And whenever you go to Europe, I feel like that's very easy to do because everything is so beautiful there and they cook so incredibly. So it's just neat to be inspired. I think some time off and getting out of your normal routine can do that as well. It doesn't have to be that you go on vacation, but I do think that it's just really neat and important to kind of take a break and look outside of your own four walls. And I don't mean like your home specifically, I just mean in general, it can be really helpful to kind of take a break and get a different perspective. And I feel like I always benefit from that. And it's really encouraging and motivating, even though you get back home and it's like, oh my gosh, I've got a lot of catching up to do. That's kind of how I felt this time around. Hey guys, happy Friday. I just ate some yogurt for kind of like a mid-morning snack, kind of lunch and breakfast. The past few days I have just been getting the house ready. My dad and my two youngest brothers are coming and staying the weekend with us. Caleb got tickets through his work to a A&M Aggies game. So they're going to that football game this Saturday evening. And so they're coming in. It's actually kind of last minute because we just didn't know with tickets and all of that if they were going to be able to come, but they got the ticket, so we're so excited to have them. But yesterday I went through the entire house and just changed a bunch of sheets and cleaned and tidied and wiped down bathrooms and vacuumed and all of that, which was actually such a good push. I've heard that quote where it's like, if you want your house to feel super clean, just invite someone over. And I'm the person that needs someone coming over to motivate me to deeply clean my house. It's such a nice feeling to know that all the rooms are set up and everything's organized. Things are put away, even if it's like in a junk drawer, it's out of sight, out of mind. Ever since we moved in, we've been so excited about this house. You guys have seen we've done quite a few projects. I've done a lot of painting. I've just been in this mode of it's not finished yet, it's not finished yet. In a lot of ways, I don't really feel like I've shown a lot of our house on the channel. And some of that's just because it's like, okay, this room doesn't have anything in it. But part of that is just me being like, I'll show it to you guys when it's all finished. And yesterday, whenever I was cleaning, I just kept feeling this sense of gratitude for this space and this home that we have. And it's such a gift to be here. And we've been able to do so much in the 4 months that we've even been here. And I just had this kind of like feeling of pride of like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy with everything that we've done and how far we've come. Even though there's so many things I could look at and explain to you why it's not finished or what needs to change, I also feel such a sense of like comfort in this home and just pride in wanting to take care of it and make it the best that it is in this stage in our lives. So all of that being said, I talked about kind of this feeling earlier on in the video of just being really inspired, especially traveling, of interior decoration, and that has been really helpful to kind of visualize a little bit more completely what I want some rooms to look like, whereas before I was like, I don't even know, and so it's just hard to even get started. Now I feel like I have some inspiration for different spaces, but just the reality is nothing's gonna be finished ever. Even 10 years down the road, something that I could do today, I'll probably want to change again. So just enjoying my home and the spaces that we've created in the present time, I think is really important, and I'm very thankful that I just kind of had a reality check cleaning and feeling just thankful to get to put together little spaces and being really thankful for our space. But I wanted to show you guys our guest space because I really love how it's coming together. So obviously we have our dining room and our living room space. And off of this living room space is Caleb's office, which I'm not gonna show because it really needs organizing more than anything else. It's kind of our catch-all room right now, but it's so nice to have a functional office space. This is our guest bathroom and then the bathroom for this main floor. And then this is the guest bedroom. We put up this really cool framed textile that I got in California. If you guys remember it, you remember. But I love it in this room. I think it just is really so cool. And I think the wooden frame goes really well with a lot of the wood accents in this room. And then some of these furniture pieces were here when we moved in, which was so incredible in helping us furnish the space. But it's just so fun. I just put fresh sheets. We got this duvet and duvet cover. Obviously I set out a towel and just put some pictures kind of around just to kind of complete the room. We also have this painting, which is one of the ones that I DIY'd that we need to put up somewhere, but I'm not exactly sure where I want to put it up. I think maybe here. And then I want two matching frames, one stacked on top of the other here. And then all around our house we have these little frames that are just waiting to have a home. I really love this one in this frame. All of these frames I thrifted. This is a film photo that we took on our honeymoon. That's a little framed guy that I need to put somewhere. And the same kind of goes with this whole setup here, this furniture piece. I'm not sure where we will keep it. Same with the boat and then this picture, but I know I want to do something with this wall eventually. Another thing that I wanted to update you guys on is we got a really fun package the other day. We ordered 6 Jersey Giant chicks from a hatchery, I want to say in the spring, maybe like May, Caleb ordered them. And we got a batch of 6 sent to us while we were on vacation. And they actually shipped 2 weeks early. So we planned accordingly. We were planning to be here when our chicks shipped. I ended up coming home early, was able to get the chicks, and 3 of them had passed away. And this was within 24 hours of them being dropped off at our house. And within the next 24 hours, the rest of the 3 had died. And it was so sad because I was so excited about these chicks. They're so cute. And they all died one by one within the first 24 hours of, I think, their life, maybe the first 48 hours, because they shipped them really close to when they hatched. So we contacted the hatchery. They weren't super helpful. We think that we got a really sick batch of chicks. Even though we weren't here right away, I got them within like 6 hours of them being dropped off. So in the grand scheme of things, I don't think that should have happened, but it could have been our fault. Either way, we ordered another batch of 6 and they actually arrived early, but the post office was able to drop them off. They came Tuesday and I had to work really late Tuesday because I didn't get off till 6 and they closed at 4, and I was like, oh, we're gonna have another situation where our chicks die because I can't get them right away. From the moment that I put them in our little setup over here under the heat lamp, they immediately started eating and drinking, which I had not had with our last batch, and I was so happy. We're really excited about these chickens. They're just a fun chicken to have. They are the world's largest laying chicken breed. So they get up to, I want to say 2 or 3 feet tall, which is pretty substantial just in comparison to a normal chicken. I mean, look how cute. Say hi. Their coloring is really, really pretty. Good morning, it's Thursday and I'm about to head out and run some errands for the day. I found another great Facebook Marketplace find, so I'm gonna go pick that up first. It's like 45 minutes for me, which is pretty normal. Everything is about 45 minutes, but it's in the same area as the only Trader Joe's that's somewhat close to us. So I'm super excited. I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's, pick up this rug from Facebook Marketplace, and then probably just come home and do some stuff here. Caleb gets home tonight from work, so I'm so excited, but I have laundry and things to do just to prep for him getting home. This is the outfit to run errands. It's like in the 60s out right now, but it's supposed to get up to the 70s. So I'm wearing just some denim with a light colored t-shirt. And then I have this jean jacket and of course my flip-flops, which every time I wear flip-flops now here in Indiana, I'm like, this is definitely my California influence in my fashion that I think will always stick. This morning is the first morning that I used my lighter shade in makeup. I bought a really light shade last winter that I really love. And then I got a darker shade because pretty soon after spring came, and even in the winter I was starting to get color because we were still in California, I was using the light shade a little bit too long. Like you could tell it was washing me out. And so I kind of was like, it's not really my shade. So I've been using my summer color pretty consistently and I love it. I feel like it matched me perfectly throughout the summer and I've been using it the past few days. I'm like, oh my gosh, my makeup looks so bad. Like it looks like makeup sitting on my face. And I was like, what is different? And I was like, I think that I'm a few shades lighter. I lose my tan so fast. I feel like faster than the average person. It's like, it takes me being out of the sun for a week to get just visibly lighter. I think now at this point I'm pretty much tanless, so I need to invest in a good self-tanner because I don't think I have any at the house right now, so I need to pick up some more because I just feel like sometimes that's helpful to just kind of feel a little bit more put together in myself. But I don't know, I was just kind of laughing at myself because I was really holding on to being tan for a little bit too long and I'm not tan anymore and I just have to accept it. I just got back from the store, so I'll run you guys through everything I got. I just want to say, I feel like I always want everything at Trader Joe's and it takes either a very structured list or just a lot of self-control when you're in Trader Joe's to not get everything, because especially as the seasons change and holidays come around, they have so many fun things. So I'm proud that I didn't get a ton of random things, but I went just because I wanted to see what they had. I didn't have any groceries I necessarily needed, so this is a little bit more of a fun haul. The first thing I got, which I ate on my way home, is the maple popcorn, and it was really good. I love kettle corn, but it's very sweet and it reminds me of pancakes. I don't really feel like it's the most fall flavor, but it was good. I've been loving granola right now with my yogurt bowl, so I got honey apple granola. Picked up some of my favorite PB&J bars. These are so nice to have in my bag whenever I'm working or in the car. I feel like I've been driving so much lately because of work, and so it's just nice to have a snack on the go. I got some Italian wedding soup. I want to make lasagna soup, so I got some noodles, some garlic cloves, and then I picked up my first 2 fall scented candles. They both smell so good. One's very pumpkin-y and one's more like apple crisp. And then I got some frozen pork dumplings. I want to do chicken fried rice and dumplings, so I picked these up, and then of course had to get some fresh berries. And last but not least, every single time I go to Trader Joe's, I always pass their potted basil and always regret not picking it up whenever I get home. So especially with making some more Italian inspired dishes, I was like, this is the perfect time to grab some basil. So I have a pot that I'll use for this, so I'll pot this later on. But I'm just really happy to have it, and I really, really hope that I can keep it alive. I know it's kind of an art form to keep basil in your house, so if you have any tips or tricks, please leave them for me. Okay, now it's time to show you guys my latest Facebook find/finds. I haven't really been in the market for rugs, but ever since we got our living room rug, which I found off of Facebook Marketplace, and it was a guy who sells rugs, who imports them and has like relationships with people. And I think he sold Turkish rugs. So they weren't Persian, but that was kind of the vibe I was going for. Ever since we got that rug, my Facebook Marketplace still likes to give me options for antique handmade rugs. A lot of times they're really beautiful, but just I don't need them. But I came across this rug page. I got the prettiest rug. This is it. I think it's so beautiful in the space. I feel like it pairs really well with our red in our living room that you can see all the way into our kitchen. Hi you guys, happy Saturday. It's Saturday evening. We've had a busy kind of farm chore day all day today, and it's just starting to get dark. It's 5:30 here. We're about to start dinner. For dinner tonight, Caleb and I are gonna make some fried rice and pork dumplings. I'm so excited. We haven't made fried rice in a while, and just having dumplings on the side makes it a little bit more fun. Before I start on dinner, I also wanted to show you guys this area behind me. I potted the basil, and I love having some greenery in the kitchen. I feel like it just makes such a difference. And then I'm gonna light my vanilla pumpkin candle from Trader Joe's. It is so good.